morning. It is a happy West Texas day. Somewhere between El Paso and nowhere. Oh, it looks like it's exit 130 on I-10. Well, alright. Is that Stockton maybe or something? Fort Stockton? I don't know. I wonder if it's the same Fort Stockton that they had in the Rifleman movies. Or you know, do y'all remember the Rifleman? I really liked the Rifleman. I don't know why. Look, I didn't get any sleep, alright? I was up really late. It was my own fault. I'm on my schedule's all whacked out, right? So I thought, oh my God, I've got all these videos I've got to edit. And I couldn't sleep anyway because one day of not running hard can kind of mess up our whole sleeping, our biorhythm, right? So that's what it did. So I ended up getting about 3 hours sleep. But I'm a high functioning tired person. That's what I am. So I'm gonna high function my ass across Texas. Let's see, since we're on 10 and we're going to 30, then okay, so 900, 800. Holy, when she gets up, she'll still be in Texas for about 100 miles anyway. I'm gonna beat the hell out of it today. That's what I'm gonna do. Beat the hell out of it today. Because this ALG is actually, it actually did turn into an ALG. I spoke on that last night. Apparently a bolt or something inside of an engine that was on the ground being tested, came apart and really messed up an engine. So they're gonna need it. And I got it. We got it. And we're going to be there in a very timely fashion. You're not stupid looking. Why not? It's Friday. It's a Friday. Everyone have a wonderful Friday. I know. It may not be Friday it won't be Friday when I let this video go. I don't let no videos go on Friday that matter to me because they don't do anything. That tells me nobody's paying attention. They're at home eating bologna sandwiches or whatever they eat. When I was a kid, that's what we had every Friday in a good world. Sometimes I'll be honest, we didn't have anything except for beans and potatoes. But Friday was like our happy day. We would get a Coca-Cola and a bologna sandwich, and for dinner. And at nighttime we would get popcorn. Now we always got breakfast, even if it's eggs and gravy and biscuits or something, right? But bologna sandwiches with cheese and garden tomatoes. It was a good life. I know nobody cares, but that is fresh mint. It's quite delectable. That's not the Oriental version. I like this kind much better. Also comes in lemon and licorice. Bet you didn't know that one, but you might have. I love the stuff. You gotta admit, when a tarp looks tight and sweet like that, it just really brightens your day. Whee! Alright, let's go in and get something to eat. I'm just a little bit hungry. I haven't had anything today. So it's time for some food. No, I'm not going, girl. This is my ears, right? I just wrapped them around there so I wouldn't lose them. They're always close at hand that way. So they called me again this morning and they were like, well, it's still an ALG, but the change-out crew is going to leave at 2 instead of 3. And can you be there earlier? And I said, no, I'm going east, into time. It's hard to beat your GPS when you're going east. I'll certainly try, but I'm not going to do 80. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to be forced into it by
by pressure, right? And then you got the whole 30-minute break. If it wasn't for the 30-minute breaks, hell yeah, I'd be there at lunchtime. But I done shaved an hour off of it today, but hell, I got to hit Dallas traffic and Atlanta traffic and Birmingham traffic, and no, it ain't gonna happen. But if it does, you'll be the first to know. Well, you'll be second to know. Are you gonna take over now?
I always take over. I'm the boss.
It's daylight outside, though. Is it gonna affect your
What time is it?
Oh,
The sun will be behind
it's
me.
almost 6.
So it won't be directly in my eye. It'll be dark at 9. So
We
it's
got
3 hours.
we got like 900 miles to go.
That's it?
Yeah. We're actually gonna make it on time for delivery.
On time.
I mean,
It's an AOG. But
no. Remember that he called today and said, "Oh, they're going to close it too." They're
They
gonna.
told me that they were going to be open till 3.
Yeah. But now they said they're going to close it too. And I told him it's an ALG. If they're not there, they don't get their engine rough. He said, I agree. And then he was like, can you try to make it? And I said, no. I said, but if I do, it'll just be by God's grace, right?
Yeah, well, try to make it. There's traffic and whatever.
Yeah, as I said, we got Atlanta and Birmingham and Dallas. Dallas wasn't bad. And Atlanta and Birmingham, they'll be at nighttime.
If they closed at 2, what does it matter if we get there at 1:30 because they're leaving in 30 minutes?
I know it, right?
The only time, there's been one other time that they've called us, want to know why we were going slow. And remember, it was in New York, is where we were going, and we were in, like, Pennsylvania in the mountains. It was foggy, and I was driving going like 50, remember?
Yeah.
And all of the traffic was going 50. I couldn't get around them.
Well, they don't care. It's just the receiver's like the one asking, right? They just want.
They need to calm down.
That's what I told
I'm
him.
stopping and eating my barbecue.
Well, we did it. Yay. All right.
And drinking my coffee. And Walter has to do his important doggy business.
You take care of it, and I figure I'll have 300 or 400 miles or something, and we'll get there. We'll get there. I don't know what we're gonna do.
We're still not gonna be rushing.
No, but I am gonna check Charlotte weather.
Oh, we're gonna go riding around. What's you doing, Charlotte?
Get in trouble maybe.
Well, that's everywhere.
You can get your nails did.
I need my nails did, y'all. If from a distance they probably look okay, but up close they're getting a little bit rough. You know,
Oh yes, you're just a terrible trucker.
I am.
Damn.
It depends. You got the group that thinks you should dress like a man and be dirty all the time. Then you got the other group that's mad at you if you look like a girl.
Yeah, but you know, the
group.
girls that don't get up and comb their hair and stuff, I do understand, because it's a syndrome that affects both men and women, that you get lax and you're like, ain't nobody looking at me, so what do I care?
But you know what? The first time somebody gets out of their truck, I don't judge them.
Yeah.
I don't care I don't care if you're wearing your house slippers. You may have just woke up and been like, OMG, I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So you're wearing your pajamas or whatever, and you're running into the bathroom because you've got to use the bathroom, right?
Uh-huh.
But after that, you can, the first time, nope, you got to do what you got to do, right?
If they don't want to, they don't want to. But I can see, as somebody that's trucked my whole life, I've had days when I was like, yeah, I'm not going to, But normally I try to be put together.
Did you have days you didn't wear pants?
I might have shorts on. I've drove naked a couple of times from the waist down. Yeah, I have. Excuse me. But that usually I'm like, I feel like I'm doing business, and so I want to look appropriate for doing business. That's just my old school way. I'm not going to say you can't do something else, because the way I see that is, if you don't get up and get dressed properly, and you don't get an account, or you don't make a connection, that leaves more opportunity for me.
Yeah, but I think it also just, in a way, depends on the person, because I get my nails done, because if I do them myself, they just chip in 2 days and look horrible anyway. But people, if they weren't going to get their nails done at home, they're surely not going to get them done on the road. If it's that person that puts stuff all over their windows in a dark house and don't get out of their pajamas, I think in a truck they'd be the same way.
I don't care about their nails one way or the other. Either have it on or have it off, but I don't like it in between.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I think that the habits that you would do if you were at home, because basically in your truck you're at home, right?
I don't want to insult people.
I'm just saying, some people stay in their pajamas. Some people just do it one day a week on Sundays. Some people stay in their pajamas all day, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of it, if you did it at home, you would do it here because
I
this is
think
your
that was a
house.
20-year scenario. But back in the day, about 20 years ago is when that started. All these cute little 14-year-old girls started running around with Juicy on their butt. And they wore their pajamas all the time after that. And they just never stopped.
They did.
Because they used to come over to my house to visit my
Quit
daughters.
moving your head like that.
Oh, you do that to me, and it really
The
disturbs
light's
me.
behind you. Turn the light off.
All right.
Then you can move your head.
I don't need to move it anymore. I got things to do. Bye-bye.
There's just something totally eerily wrong about driving around Atlanta 7:30 in the morning like this. I mean, it feels good, but it feels like you got your hand caught in the cookie jar, like you're doing something wrong because there ain't no traffic. It's wonderful. And I want a chocolate chip cookie. Oh, and then look, dead ahead, I see flashy lights. What's that all about? You can't see them yet, but I can. But the brake lights, they ain't stopping on them, so it must not be anything. Sorry the sun's in your eyes, but every morning at this time, it rises on the East Coast. And you're going to get that. I know. So, you can enjoy the same squint that I'm going through right now. I think it's just construction over there on the right side. I'm clear of it. I wonder, am I in the notorious left third lane? Where's that next lane? Oh, yeah. I'm in a ticket lane. I don't want to be in this lane. But I'm going to stay in it anyway. Because it's, Atlanta. So I am going to make it in time for delivery. I'm going to be there, probably 12 o'clock or something like that. That's if I don't even step on it. Then I got to go to Walmart and Lowe's. And yeah, I'm going to unload the motorcycles because it's 76 degrees in Atlanta. That means it's going to be about the same temperature in Charlotte. It's going to be a spectacular freaking day. Even though I only got 4 hours of sleep again last night, that was my fault again. I don't remember why it's my fault, but I'm still, I still know it's my fault. Getting up this morning was really, really hard. But I did it. The girl made me some coffee. She was in a spectacular mood. She's got a twin doppelganger person over there in Alabama that has gotten her in trouble over there in the past. And last night she was over there and she ran into this girl at the door, and the girl stopped and looked her up and down and said, let's just give the doppelganger a name. She said, "Susie, what are you doing here? Why are you dressed like that?" And Tammy was like, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Blah, blah, blah, blah." I didn't get the whole story. But apparently this girl has been a home wrecker or something, I don't know. Because every time people look at her, at Tammy over there in Alabama, they're looking at her like they hate her. And it's just the girls, so... that says something, don't it? When all the girls look at you that way. I call her Trailer Park Tammy. Your doppelganger. She gets a kick out of it. Anyway, I'll see y'all when we get over here. I'm actually going to, I believe, to the same place I went last week when I unloaded in North Carolina. It just dawned on me last night. I was like, wait a minute. I'm going to the same place I went last week and delivered all that stuff out of Tulsa. I know that might have been like 3 weeks ago. It's all 1 week to me.
All right, bitches. We have arrived. This is the place. They kicked me out of here one time because it was the middle of the night. And they was like, "You can't stay here." And I was like, "But it's an ALG and I'm supposed to be here." And they said, "Get out of here. I'm calling the police." And I said, "All right, if you say so." But the next time I was here, they was really nice. Every security guard is not created equal.